Well, it's that time of year again. It is exceptionally cold. We have had our highs in the 20s for a couple weeks now. Our lows, I think last night we got down into single digits. It is dark during the day. The sun is setting at like 5 o'clock. It comes up at like 7 in the morning. We don't have much sunlight. And our biggest issue is that our chickens have stopped laying again. Many of them are molting, but just with the decrease in sunlight, it has stimulated the others to just stop laying. Beyond that, not just sunlight, we also have less bugs for them to eat and a little bit harder to keep water not frozen so that they have something to drink. So with that, we don't have any eggs right now. Let's check and see. We might have 1 or 2 eggs. We're getting about 3 eggs a week out of 20 some odd chickens. We're gonna try something, see if we can get these chickens to lay again. No eggs today. We haven't had eggs in probably 3 days now. We got like 1 egg 3 days ago. But one thing I do need to do before we do our little experiment, let me get back up. Grub Terra reached out to us. They offered us a small bag of their black soldier fly larva in exchange for doing a review for them. We've kind of struggled on how we want to do this review because most of the reviews we're seeing are people basically just reading the label off the package. You can do that yourself. You don't need me to do that for you. We wanted to see if it would actually increase egg production, especially in these dark, cold months that we have. Probably until like April is really when the conditions will improve enough that the chickens will start to lay naturally. We'll get the natural proteins from bugs and stuff. Really what I'm looking for in this is that if the increased protein in their diet will help stimulate them to lay more eggs. Before we start supplementing these chickens, we got to get our conditions for them a little bit better. I need to, one, clean out their chicken coop. They have filled their nesting boxes full of manure. The reason that they're doing that is because we have too many chickens in that coop. There are, I don't know, maybe 8 or so of them that are like 6 to 8 years old. So they need to go. So we'll get those ones out of here, get this nesting box cleared up, and then we're gonna start supplementing their food over the next 7 to 10 days with this black soldier fly larva from Grub Terra. See if it actually increases egg production during this hard time for these chickens. Yep. One that's in the back, that's the one we want.
Which chicken are we choosing? Peacock.
Does sound like a peacock. We're okay.
It's
really light with all of us.
Yeah. I feel like what would happen if I didn't let go?
It might tip that way.
Okay,
And we'll have to save her. We've got this barred rock. Her name is?
Betty.
Betty. She's 8 years old. We've had her forever. I don't know that I've ever seen a chicken live this long. She still lays like 3 to 4 eggs a week during the summer. I intended to get rid of her, but these kids object, so we're doing a vote. Who says we keep Betty? Raise your hand. Who votes we kill Betty? One person's not voting. What do you want, Lydia?
Let's keep Betty.
Keep Betty. Looks like I lose. Betty lives another day. You live another day, even though you were sad and molting. Okay, let's not hold her a bunch. She is molting, and that's not going to be fun for her. Came inside for a minute. We're going to figure out what we're feeding these things. So, Grub Terra gave us this bag, 2 pounds. It's going to be a little hard to know anything with 2 pounds, I think. I'm going to split this up into 7 days worth. Quick, what's 16 divided by 7? 2.28.
Yeah, but right there you need it the most. The top of the stairs.
Alright, let's go see what these chickens think about these. I mean, it's bugs and they're chickens. They're gonna love it. So these chickens are pretty well trained to come when we call them. They're used to us giving them just table scraps. So we'll get them over here and see what they think.
Here, chickies. Mealworms?
Black soldier fly larva.
Here, chickies. Oh, let's see here. They're not coming. Rico.
Oh, this is terrible. Hello, ma'am. You look rough.
What this thing trying to do?
Well, I guess we chased them around enough that they're not all excited to come. Well, their enthusiasm seems a little lackluster today. I think mostly that's because we stressed them out trying to catch them and fiddling with their chicken coop. So we'll give them another few days, see how they respond. But yeah, for the next 7 days, I'm just gonna feed them that along with their normal feed that they get. But we'll see if we get any increase in eggs. That's kind of what we're hoping for. Is 7 days long enough to know? Guess we'll find out. Cue the video montage of chickens eating. Yeah, chick, 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 chick. Yeah, chick, 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 chick. You care. Nobody else cares. Why does nobody else want this stuff? Chick, 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 chick. Dude, we got any eggs today? Still no eggs. Perching on my nesting box. Look at the size of that turd. In the past, these guys have been prone to laying eggs in this haystack. So we're gonna go take a quick peek through it, see if we see anything. There's their favorite hole. And there is not an egg to be found in there. You gonna come all the way up here for it? You gonna attack me for it? Come on. This way, ladies. Ow, ow, that was a bad idea. Okay, here. Our Grub Terra black soldier fly larva. Here's my final thoughts. I mean, the chickens like it. I don't know why they wouldn't. I wasn't expecting them to not like it. It's bugs. Chickens love bugs. I mean, I could give them anything, they'd like that. So the fact that chickens like it, not surprising. Black soldier fly larva, there's no doubt. It has lots of calcium, has some protein in it. Did it make our chickens lay more? No. But I think that's okay because it's not their fault. Half these chickens are molting right now. A little of extra protein is going to help them with that molt, but it's not going to speed it up. It's just going to make it less stressful for them. We also have the fact that it's 3 degrees out here right now. It's crazy cold.
Stay cool, bird boy.
The sun comes up about 8, sets about 5 right around now. However many hours of daylight that is, less than 10. Chickens prefer at least 14 hours of daylight to lay optimally. I do not have a light on in their coop for them. I'm gonna get that up in the next couple days. I've got a brand new light. Stay tuned for that. So yeah, lack of protein because there's not as much bugs running around. This will help with that. These chickens have lack of daylight, cold weather, difficulty keeping water for them, and just the stress of molting has all got them not laying. I think it'd be kind of a miracle for the soldier fly larva to just cause them to suddenly start laying. I had a hope that at least we'd get a few more eggs because we were getting some, but they were kind of tapering off. It's been 7 days, we haven't gotten a single egg yet. I'm guessing we probably don't get any more eggs until mid-January. They got a good product, just not gonna do any miracles and get chickens to lay when they're molting. At the end of the day, it's just a supplement. It's not like chicken feed, so it's like giving them a multivitamin. Tell them how you really feel. So the last thing that's got these chickens not laying well, I think, has to do with this chicken coop. I'm not sure exactly what it is about it, but we have had chickens for, I don't know, 10 years or so, and 8 to 10 years, and we have gotten eggs throughout the winter, just much less eggs, every year until I built this chicken coop. And once we put them in there, they stopped. Before that, we had just like a shed as a chicken coop, and all of our nesting boxes were on the ground. So I don't know if that has to do with it, or the fact that we locked them in at night before, where this one just has that opening, they come in and out as they please. But something set them off once I built this chicken coop, that they just don't lay through the winter very well. So we'll have to maybe redo the chicken coop, drop it down, put it on the floor or something, build another shed and put them in there. Next winter I am gonna have the greenhouse over here, and I plan to put chickens in the greenhouse, so maybe that'll make a difference.